Put your spare clothes in the dresser. Let's play Scarlet Hollow. Hello and welcome to Hula Noob Plays Short Indie Horror Games. Today I'm going to play, or starting to play, the first chapter of Scarlet Hollow, which is a very popular and beloved choose-your-own-adventure game, horror game. I think it was developed in 2021. I don't think it. I'm reading it right now on the Steam page. And was developed by Black Tabby Games, and I think they plan to finish this series next year. 2026. And I don't know why I pushed it off for so long. I don't know. I always wanted to play it and never did. And so the time has come to dive right into it. So yeah, without further ado. Okay. You won't be able to save everyone. You might not even be able to save yourself. Welcome home. I missed one of the starting screens while I was dabbling with the recording setup. I hope that wasn't important information. Maybe trigger warnings, so shit. Probably some dark topics, as they usually are. Yeah, let's just start. Let's just start. Love the music. Hula. I mean, if we're living in a world where Scarlet Hollow is a name, then Berlin doesn't really sound cool, does it? Leary Cove. Oh, it's getting... Ooh, yes! They, them. Does not impact gameplay. Yeah. That would be weird though, right? Let's go. Oh my god. Okay. Trades unlock additional paths and dialogue options. I should have put the music down. Can I still do that? Maybe when I'm in the game. Powerful build? No. Mystical? Am I mystical? Do I want to play? I usually play... Okay, I'm a boring person. When I play RPGs, I usually play myself. Like, I create a little hula version, as I love half elves, you know, stuff like that. So I'm never really playing someone completely different. I lack the creativity, to be quite honest. Also, I'm always so immersed that I decide like I would do, so it's difficult for me to. So let's go with what would probably... but I'm not book smart either. Like, I read books. Am I book smart? No. Talk to animals. I totally want to do that. Good at lying and hard to lie to. No, that's not me. Fast talker. You can read people and read the room. I wish. No door can hold you. No, they can totally. Even some heavy doors can hold me. Extremely good looking. Nope. A natural flirt? Oh, absolutely not. People just like you, probably because you're a good person. I mean, I actually think... I mean, there's probably people that don't like me, but I think I'm not someone who immediately turns people off. Well-read and rational, possesses a wealth of esoteric knowledge and know when to use it, a talented researcher. Observant with a knack for picking up small details, empathetic. Strange and unusual. You see the threads of reality in ways others cannot. Tough as nails, the pinnacle of fitness. No. An imposing presence that commands the room, a mean right hook. Animals can talk to you, a gift and a curse. Okay. But talk to animals would definitely pick that. And then... Okay, I'm none of these things. They're too complimentary for people. No, complimentary, that's not what it means. What I think, let's go with book smart. Although, I don't really read that many books anymore. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you'd only just managed to start drifting off, and now here you are, awake again and still exhausted. I totally forgot to tell you what this game is about. I think you're going to a funeral into your old hometown, and then shit happens. So that's all I know. For a moment, you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before it. But as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. So I am a rambler, but not in the words, but rather I'm rambling on through the world. I don't really have a home, it feels like with the many other buses. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops and seedy depots that would have felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this. Okay, so it's just this journey, which had a lot of buses. But your cousin bought the tickets. 26 hours of bus rides. My butt would be killing me. The funeral of Perlan. So Perlan. The double N is throwing me because I would say Perlane, but Perlan. Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt seem like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. So we don't know this side of the family. Fortunately, the end of your long journeys inside, you're almost in Scarlet Hollow. Is that something I need to... What's this? Okay. Oh wait, can I click on this? No. Look at the hand. It's so... It's oh my god, it's a cut off hand. That's a bone. Okay, sticking out. Also, I saw the first chapter years ago, played by Tench Frost, I think. But I remember nothing. I remember one weird stranger, probably that stranger, in the bus, but that was it. So, I'm kind of basically, you know, playing this without knowing what will happen. So anyway, as I was saying... Oh, that's you? Oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. That's a lot. I usually can't stomach being talked to, like being monologued to for a bit, but 5 hours, that's a lot. That's a lot. You're not sure he even stopped when you started to doze off. At first you thought he was just being friendly, but there were several hours of one-sided conversation ago. It is really exhausting if someone just talks and talks and talks without having a conversation, right? Sometimes it's relaxing if you don't want to have a conversation. Just let them talk and you can do your own thing. But it can also be exhausting. I was up in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. Me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff, you know, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing. Ew! Look at his smuck little face. Ew! I hate pranks. I love I love pranks that are super positive. When they're not just for viral video clicks. But in general, I'm totally against pranks. I don't like them. Wait, what? Are you serious? What's wrong with you? Hell yeah, so chaos, my dude. No! It's what? No! Why are you talking to me? Remain silent. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. 5 hours. So we listened to him for 5 hours. Do we really want to get into this? Because he's a dickhead. We don't want to spend any more time with him. I would probably remain silent because I will not change this person's mind about pranks. You do your best to keep a blank face. Waking up and, by extension, accidentally giving this strange man permission to talking to you was a mistake. So this girl comes up to us, swinging her purse, yelling about how she was going to call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. Ugh. She actually hit my friend and he said it hurt a lot, so I guess she really was mad and not just playing. But she kept swinging and soon enough she lost her balance and fell into the harbor all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. We had a good laugh and fished her out and her phone got soaked so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. She kind of became my girlfriend after that, and we've been on and off for about a year, so it's pretty serious. Who would do that? No. Would I have done this as... Oh, teenagers are dumb. Yeah. I maybe would have done this as a teenager. But look, no. No. Ew, no. Don't date guys who are into pranks. Don't do it. Though about 5 months ago, she tried to break up with me, like, for real. And geez, you ever get so mad you just want to, like, kill somebody? No, never. Yeah, I kind of feel like killing someone right now, actually. No, not really. Oh yeah, all the time. Never followed through with it, of course. Why are you telling me this? You don't know me. I've never felt that way about another person. I find it alarming that you have smile and pretend he didn't just say that. I would keep it chill on a cool level. Look, you need to pick your fights. You need to pick your fights. You need to, you know, is it worth it to get into this argument? Will you do something? Will that change something? And so I would be like, no, not really. And I think that would blow off, like, that would deflate him a lot more than being confrontational, because people that do pranks, they live off the confrontation. That's like their youth elixir. No, not really. You're young. You get it when somebody tries to break your heart someday. I doubt it. I doubt it, you know. Actually, The only people I really get super angry about, I don't even, like, I've never was super angry at a person I like, in a way that I really dislike them heavily, you know? And I don't want them to succeed, but I don't think, outside of, like, really dictators, fascists, you know, I never really thought, oh, this person would be better off dead. No. It changes a person, makes them think things they never thought they could. I honestly could have killed that woman. Ha! Ew. I love that he's written in a way that you're immediately so disgusted by him. And then the look, you know. I mean, there's a lot of nice guys who have this look, but also, yeah. Anyway, she's giving birth to a son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. Why was he gone? But I don't know if I'm, like, into that stuff, so I might just wind up on a bus to New York or something instead. I've always wanted to go there. Ugh. Have you thought about seeing a therapist? Haha, that's interesting. Smart move, get out while you still can. Remain silent. Why would I engage in this? You know, if you hear something in the background, that's my cat doing... Amy? You sit in silence as this man admits he's threatened to murder the soon-to-be mother of this child. A child whose birth he's currently missing and considering ditching to go have fun in New York. Anyways, where do you say you headed? I didn't. No need to be nasty. I was just asking. Not like I'm gonna follow you off the bus or anything. Well, probably. You will. So, if you aren't getting off at my stop, then you must be headed to Scarlet Hollow, right? Or the Holler, as they call it in these parts. Oh, shit. That's the only other stop until this bus turns around. I ride it pretty often, so I'd know. Almost nobody ever goes up that way, though, come to think of it. I had a couple of buddies who went up there to work in the mine. There's a coal mine up in the Holler, you see, and there's always a job listing or two on the boards around here. I wonder if people really call it the Holler, or that's just his disgusting way of sounding like he knows the town. I have to look what my cat is doing. I'm sorry. Amy, what are you doing? I've never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are, thanks. But my buddies got desperate enough to try it. I haven't heard from them in a while, now that I think about it. I should see if they're on Facebook. See how they're doing up there. Hope they didn't die. Haha. Looks back at his phone for once, focused on something other than you. Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get too bored without me around to talk to. Here, I have something for you. The stranger rifles through his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. Why is it dripping? They're boiled peanuts. I got them at a gas station a few buses back. I noticed you haven't eaten much, so I figured you could use them more than me. Plus, they dripped all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them anymore. Tip, sometimes picking a dialogue option establishes new facts about who you are. Nice, I love boiled peanut. I don't want a dripping bag. Ooh, that's so disgusting. That's a thing? Like, why can peanuts drip? I don't like that thought. I only know, like, unless it's peanut butter, I don't... That's the first time I came into contact with the concept of dripping peanuts, and I hate it. Screw you and screw your peanuts. No, I'm actually allergic to peanuts. Eat the peanuts. No thanks. You put your hands up to say no. I'm not really hungry. There's still a good 45 minutes left in your journey, pal, assuming nothing goes wrong. Best to have them on hand. The young man sets the peanuts down on the empty seat next to him. The juices dribble out through the bottom of the bag and into the upholstery, instantly soaking it in peanut brine. I don't even dislike peanuts, but no. What's peanut brine? And with that, I'll leave you. Safe travels, friend. Ugh. Look at that. Oh, God. And just like that, you're alone. The stranger's peanut soaking into the seat across from you. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. So here's the thing. I didn't want to take him because I don't want peanut brine on my stuff. Like, if I'm on a journey, and it's probably also the brine that's very oily, so I wouldn't be able to properly get it out. No. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow. End of the line. Almost there. Okay. Jesus. Yeah, those people are kind of so exhausting. I'm very much the person that has headphones on, because when I'm traveling, unless I'm traveling with someone I like, I just like to tune out and listen to podcasts, audiobooks, or music. I couldn't. The bus finally comes to a stop. It brakes squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. The sign at least reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk. Though for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. Schedule arrives Monday. Departs Monday. Oh my god, once a week. Shit, so if you end here, you have to wait a whole week. Damn. Also, it has a pickup time of 1 minute. The driver quickly shuts the doors behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you and this place behind. Hey, Hula. You instantly recognize the worn young woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here. You instantly... Oh, looks like somebody needs a hug. No, if we don't know each other, hi, Tabitha, give her your condolences. Yeah, give her your condolences. I'm so sorry for your loss, Tabitha. Yes, great, thank you. Let's get back to the estate. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her clambering into the dusty relic. It's so weird to read English words that also exist in German, because I always want to obviously pronounce them in German, which goes both for BMW is BMW, and kiosk is kiosk actually, but that still, it's a, I don't know, it feels different, even though it's probably the same way pronounced. It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. Tip: dialogue options labeled Explore can usually be taken without advancing the story. They can impact relationships and unlock additional story paths, so choose carefully. Damn. Oh. Okay. Oh yeah, I think that was mentioned that my mom is also dead. So the funeral. I can't believe we've never actually met before this. How are you holding up? Fine. Book smart. It isn't healthy to keep things, but why would I say this? Book smart doesn't mean that I'm a total oblivious douche. I know how you're feeling. I lost my mom too. No, I think when someone is grieving, you don't want to hear that someone feels the exact same way, because I think grief is such an individual. Like, even if you have the loss of a same relation, it's different because every person grieves differently. And for every person, grief presents differently. So I think saying this is not really helping. Okay, but if that ever changes, I'm here for you, all right? Phew, good to hear. Say nothing. Let's be nice. Okay, but if that ever changes, I'm here for you, all right? Even after I go home. Sure. So the funeral. It's on Sunday, right? Yep, like I told you. Jeez, that's almost a whole week. I got here a little early. Since I'm here, do you need any help planning? I know this stuff isn't easy. Have you worked out all the details yet? Remain silent. Let's ask if you can help. It's actually been fine. Just needed the coffin and somebody to dig a hole. I don't wanna... I feel like... I guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club now. I think if you would know the person and you would know... Because I think this is one of the things you say that works very well with some people and very horrible with others. So I don't want to end this. I can't believe we've never actually met before this. Also feels weird. So I will remain silent. You decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up the steep mountain road. Yeah, I feel like I don't know her enough yet to, you know... And here it is, Scarlet Estate. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone used to crammed... Okay. I am used to crammed apartments in grey cities. Okay. Yeah, it's really pretty, but very dilapidated. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with an anger burning beneath her words. Oh, the faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you. A jarring blend of opulence and ruin. As you stare at it perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot a long, long time ago. I love the forest here. Ooh. Oh my god. Yeah, it looks awful. Like, it's beautiful, but it looks awful. You're hit with a blast of dusty air as you step across the threshold and into the foyer. Yeah, like these stairs, oh my god. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive, each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on their hinges and the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. Yeah, it looks like, everything looks like it's been known to, you know, give out. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen. And hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. Oh, jeez. Look at the painting. Look at the dog. There's another dog. Okay. Booksmart. The architecture here is breathtaking. Chateau-esque style reminiscent of the Biltmore estate. I shouldn't have picked Booksmart. I underestimated the obnoxiousness of this character trait. I don't like it. But I don't even know if any of the others would have been my thing. Cool, thanks. So you live here? So you live here? It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And clean. This place is falling apart. I thought you were loaded. Can you afford to fix this stuff? No, let's say cool things. Yeah. Let's just get the tour over with. Follow me. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name's Janie. Okay, she has... Oh, look at this. Oh, God. Okay. Okay, so people do care, because there's flowers, there's Tupperware, so some people brought something. Good to know. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ears off. If you need any food, there's fixings for peanut butter and jelly. I mean, I would have dropping peanuts if you wanted them. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. Okay. Oh, there's a cat. That wasn't here before. Would you just randomly eat someone's ice cream if you're visiting? I don't think I would. I think like fruit, unless it's something big like a watermelon, like apples, you know, apples, bananas, I think they're good to go if you're a guest and they say, you know, if you're hungry, help yourself. And I think bread as well and spreads. But I think stuff like ice, like everything that's in the freezer, I probably would steer clear of unless I get the permission. Yeah. But yeah, tell me if there's different, you know, etiquette rules where you're from. Oh, and you can also access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. Tips. Some explore options prevent you from taking others. Choose carefully. Someone cleans this place? Why would I love this cat? Look at it. First of all, tuxedo cats are amazing. My Amy is a tuxedo cat. They are... they're gorgeous. They're so unshapely in a beautiful way. You said someone actually cleans this place? Have you ever actually seen that happen? Or does this person just say they did it and leave? This is so nice. It's nice. It's perfect. Awesome. I love PB&J. Is there somewhere in town to buy food? What if I want ice cream? What's next? Is there somewhere in town to buy food? Yeah, I will stick with what doesn't feel like I'm a total asshole. I might want to eat something other than PBJ this week. Is there somewhere in town we can get groceries? Well, aren't you fancy? Yeah, there's a general store. There's also a diner. I usually order my food in bulk online, though, so I wouldn't be going with you. Yeah, okay. General store, how very folksy. What? Why would I say this? But I'm your guest. No, she's doing a funeral. No, why would I? Oh my god. Oh, I didn't actually budget for groceries this week. Why wouldn't I? Sweet, thanks. Man, I have a lot of choices that turn me into a huge douche. Kind of. Cool, good talk. Alright, what's next? On the tour. Bathroom, follow me. Great, it's been hours since I've gone. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. Look at the face. Approach the cat. Don't try to pet Frou Frou. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. Oh my god. Neme palpa. So she doesn't want to? I don't speak French. I know pas usually means no because I once knew what I don't talk French means in French. I forgot since then. Je ne parle pas français. I'm so sorry for anyone who speaks French. Ah, vous parlez français. Okay, but can I pet you? Why do I have a ball talking? Oh, she doesn't want to talk. Oh, this is... Yeah, Paul is talking. Oh, vous parlez français. Pet her. Okay, but can I pet you? Why do I ever bother talking to cats? Ah, vous parlez français. Take a menu option that requires 2 traits. Ooh. So the cat just said they do speak French. Your French is terrible. Disgusting. How dare you defy my language with your clumsy American tongue. Oh, very funny. Her name sounds French. Stop wasting my time and let's finish the tour. Oh, I love her. You once again followed Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. Frou Frou. Ugh. What a diva. Maybe after a few nights it'll get easier to navigate these spaces, but for the time being you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors. Guest bathroom, not much to show. It's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must if you must. Yeah, but not if you wait outside. I can't do the thing if someone's right in front of the door. Oh, this is... It is a wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room, and mystery stains paint the floor. Lift toilet seat. Scram, fellas. The jig is up. Oh, that's the bugs talking? Oh, yeah, I can talk to animals. I forgot. I picked the best option with that. Book smart, I don't like it. But talking to pets, so far, 10 out of 10. Bugs skitter from the bowl as you lift the seat. You're good, actually. We have to. We can... I mean, if I'm traveling, especially if I'm traveling for a longer time, I usually have disinfectant wipes with me, so I would be fine doing this. We have to. If we have been... we need a toilet as a toilet. Sure, it could be cleaner, but your business needs doing, and this is as good a place as any. You do what you must and rejoin your cousin out in the hall. We can later clean the place a little bit. I hope so. Next up, guest room. Last stop on the tour. Follow me. Because you can't, if you gotta go, and if you held it for quite a while, at some point, you need to go. Otherwise, bad things happen. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. That's actually fine. It could be worse. The room smells old. Dust, mildew, wood rot, it has it all. A week of sleeping in this place might give you permanent lung damage. No, we can just clean it. Look, there's a broom. We can open the windows. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Janie wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about our kid to get her to do it, so you'd better be grateful. The closet is full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up, but you can use the dresser. It should be empty. Way nicer than I'm used to. What a dump, I'm hated. It seems a little dusty. Explore lie. This room is nice, thank you. Who used to sleep here? Oh, yeah. When this house is almost 150 years old, many people have slept here. And now you'll sleep here, carrying on the fine tradition of bedrooms being slept in. Okay, yeah, why not? I guess I'll start to get settled. Yeah, we won't be able to get a lot of conversation out of her. Follow me, I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you'll have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me. Tip, some dialogue options will open additional conversation paths, some right away and others down the line. Oh, there wouldn't happen to be a library in the estate, would there? I'm not sure what else I should do with my time. Where are you going? to work. Someone has to pay the bills around here. What kind of work do you do? I run the coal mine. Oh, same as every Scarlet who came before me. Oh, except for you and your mom. It requires a lot of time and concentration, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't keep me for long. I didn't know we owned a coal mine. It sounds pretty impressive and exciting. Yeah, I wouldn't say we owned a coal mine. That sounds like, you know, I'm claiming ownership. Good for you. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I don't think of it as exciting in the same way. I don't think of cleaning a toilet or painting a wall as exciting. It's a task. One of those tasks could be... Here's my... I think playing an asshole would actually be fun in this game, because this game... It feels like this game wants you to be a douche. Remain silent. Great. Any other questions before I leave? Yeah, I want to actually... You asked me to come here, but you're acting all pissed off that I actually came. No, are you sure you're okay? I want to know about the library, actually. I wouldn't do this in a normal setting. So this is Game Hula asking because I want to see the library. There wouldn't happen to be a library in this state, would there? I'm not sure what else I should do with my time. There is, but as I said earlier, most of this building is off limits. And the library is in the West Wing, which is extra off limits. You're better off heading into town. I'm pretty sure there's a library there. Okay. Do you think you could take me to town before you leave? Did I do something wrong? You asked me to come to this funeral, but since the moment I got here... You've been acting like I spat on your coffee. What's going on? Was it something? No! This is the thing they often do. That was not what the text said. The text said, did I do something wrong? The rest was not no. Okay. I'm sorry. I've been testy since you've gotten here. You haven't done anything wrong. I'm just under a lot of pressure right now. Oh, thank God she didn't take it the wrong way. Please, just stay out of my hair until later, okay? I have work to do. Let her leave. Yeah. Are we all set then? I'll see you tonight. Your cousin leaves through the front door. I don't want to ask her to take me to town. First of all, I think it's probably close enough to walk. If I have nothing else to do. And also, she doesn't seem like an additional burden would be good for her. And now it's just you. You in the sprawling, decrepit estate. Go straight to the forbidden wings of the estate. No, I settle in my room. Now that your cousin is gone, the aches and pains of your journey sink into your bones. You stumble back up the stairs to your room, suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before you face the rest of the day. You stand at the entrance to your room. Oh, check the closet. I would do that. That's amazing. You can see why your cousin said you should put your clothes in the dresser instead of this closet. There must be decades of family history stacked up in there. Well, it's a doll. Pick up the doll. Yeah. Of course you're sharing a room with a creepy doll. You pick it up to examine it more closely. It's Footreed's property of Alexandra. No need to carry this around with you. Who's Alexandra? You close the closet behind you. Put your spare clothes in the dresser. Oh. You drag your suitcase over to the dresser and open the bottom drawer. An opossum lurks within. It is quiet but angry. Afraid. Oh, no. I know hurt. Why would I, every other option is a normal sentence. Why is this the only one? Put clothes on top of opossum. Try to shoo him out of the drawer. Can you tell me about the human who lives here? Afraid. Oh, what's your name, little guy? I'm Hula. Dustin. Oh. Oh, what are you doing in my drawer? Can you tell me about the human who lives here? Which human? Tell me about Tabitha. Dustin not good with names. One of the humans died. Only one lives here now. 2 humans live here. Okay. Like, if I wouldn't play a horror game, I would think, oh, Dustin doesn't know the Pearl Ann, but without the hyphen. Pearl Ann. Oh, now I get it. Okay, Pearl Ann. Oh, but together it's like Pearl Ann. Anyways, I would normally think, oh, he doesn't know that Pearl Ann died. But here, of course, I feel like someone's still in this house. Can you tell me about the humans who live here? One human sad, one human scary. Oh, that's probably Tabitha. Cries, gives Dustin bad sleeps. The scary human. Always watches, eyes hateful. Oh shit. Never mind. Thanks for the help, Dustin. Okay. Look at that. Oh my god. What are you doing in my drawers? A warm, dark. Fashion your clothes into a nest. I mean, so here's the thing. Are opossums dirty or are they clean? Because if they're clean, I wouldn't actually mind. Like, my cats also sleep on my clothes. I don't really mind. Also, this is video game logic, so... And I was on the toilet in this bathroom, which was probably more dangerous than... I fashioned my clothes into a nest. You poor thing, look cold in there. Make a cozy nest for a fuzzy friend. Hygge. You gently lay your clothes on top of the creature, arranging them in a little nest. Dustin closes his mouth, somewhat more at ease than before, and looks up at you with his shiny black eyes. Human is kind to Dustin. Dustin will remember this. You close the drawer, satisfied with yourself for a job well done. I mean, it's the only positive interaction we had today. Look out of the window. You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. If you own this place, you totally get out there with a shovel and some gardening gloves and whip it into shape. Look, there's a little... is it a well? You'd go out and pull weeds, chop trees, carve topiaries, and do whatever you needed to do to return it to its former glory. And once it was all done, you'd sit by the fountain, which of course would have a little goldfish in it, and drink a floral tea while enjoying the birdsong. Yeah, but it's so much work. Yeah, you'd definitely do that, just not right now. Examine the painting on the wall. Yeah. This must be an older relative of yours, judging by the dates on the inscription. Also, what a great soundscape. I do love it, because it's probably the sound of like the wind going through this very empty old house. And sometimes it doesn't sound like it's just the wind. You've never heard of her, but you'd barely heard anything about your aunt and cousin until a week ago, so that's not really a surprise. Maybe you could ask Tabitha about this Mary Belle Scarlet the next time you see her. Oh, Scarlet Hollow. Maybe it's based on them, and that's why we also own the mine. Okay, that is if she's actually in the mood for conversation. Take a nap. You've earned it. Yeah. I'm tired. You immediately collapse onto the bed. You're tired enough that being alone in a strange new place won't stop you from passing out. Or so you thought. You cough, a small cloud of dust rises up from the mattress. These sheets might be fresh, but everything beneath them might have been around to see the dawn of civilization. You try to settle in, but the bed is lumpy in strange places, and you can feel the springs pressing through the fabric. You might be tired, but you're far from tired enough to get in more than a few minutes of uncomfortable napping. Aww. Okay. It doesn't seem like there's much else for you to do here right now. We didn't have really something to eat, so let's get a PBJ. The only things louder than your stomach right now are the creaks and moans of this ancient place. A PBJ sounds exactly like what you need to take on the rest of the day. You head to the kitchen. There's Frou-Frou. You're back in the kitchen ready to craft a beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a daunting task given the state of the place, but the aggressive growls of your stomach outweigh your fear of food poisoning. I mean, yeah, jelly can actually get really bad. To get started, you'll probably need to find some peanut butter, some jelly, bread, a plate, and a knife. Talk to animals. Approach Frou-Frou. Oh. Frou-Frou hisses as you draw near and remains firmly in place. You might want to talk to me, but I don't want to talk to you. Go away. I should have done the French accent. I don't think I can do it. I don't think. You might want to talk. You might want to talk to me. What is this? No, I can't do it. I'm so sorry. I can't do it. Do you like living here? So, I despise small talk. Dustin says there's more than one person living in the house. Ugh. You talk to that disgusting little rat who lives in this house is none of your concern. Do you know what's in the sealed off part of the estate? Nosy, aren't you? But of course I'm not surprised. You seem to enjoy poking your head where it doesn't belong. If you won't take the hint, I suppose I'll have to take things into my own hands. Ah! Frou-Frou lunges at your hand and bites you hard. You back away. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, I deserve that. I deserve it. I'm sorry. Search the fridge. As you approach the fridge, your eyes catch a note taped to the door reading Jenny, stay out in all caps. Below it, in separate handwriting, other words. Okay, dokie. Janie is probably lovely. You open the fridge. You already feel a deep urge to wash your hands, even though you have yet to touch anything other than the handle. So you've got a lot of jelly, a lot of banana, cookie, choco, ice cream. Okay. Yeah, that's not a lot of... Examine all Why did you do that? What were you expecting? This takeout container is disgusting beyond words. A liquefied mess wholly congealed in its styrofoam shell. You can't even tell what it used to be. This substance doesn't just smell bad, it smells ancient. For God's sake, put it back. Why would I eat it? Oh my god! Your body reacts before you even register what you're doing, compelled by a deep primal disgust. You shove the container back in the fridge, pushing it into the depths of the shelves and out of your mind. Hopefully you can forget it exists and move on with your life. Take the jelly. You reach for one of the unopened jars of grape jelly, carefully checking its expiration date. You breathe a sigh of relief when you realize it's recent. This was either purchased specifically for you, or jelly is one of the few things in this kitchen Tabitha actually uses. All you need now is a plate, a knife, bread, and some peanut butter. Better close this fridge and keep looking. Oh, this is so sad. This is so sad. It's just 3 food items. Oh, and a mouse trap. Oh, a lot of them. Tabitha sure loves her mac and cheese. Take bread. You pick up one of the non-moldy loaves of bread. One step closer to a satisfying snack. Take peanut butter. The king of nut butters. And only 3% of each jar is mashed up cockroaches. Yeah, but it's protein, so, you know. Okay. Close the pantry. We don't take the mac and cheese. Search the cabinets. The cabinet must be where Tabitha keeps the dishware and, oddly enough, the utensils. Grab a bowl. Examine the mug. It reads, I was blown away at Blowing Rock and see, so your aunt and cousin actually traveled sometimes, even if it was only a few hours from the estate. Maybe you can route your return trip through Blowing Rock. It might be nice to see the local sights before heading home. Examine the shot glass. I survived Deb's 15th. Your aunt's name was Pearl Ann, so this wasn't from her 50th. From the few stories you'd heard from your mom, Pearl Ann wasn't the type to have kitschy friends who gave out themed shot glasses at their birthday parties. Okay, grab a plate and a butter knife. You grab a plate and a butter knife. This is the last ingredient. Time to get to work. Alright. Check out the garden. Oh, this is... Wow, moody. This garden was reclaimed by the wilderness long ago. It might not be very safe, but who's to stop you from venturing deeper? Return to... I first want to eat, and then we can do that. Make that PB&J. Despite the state of this horrendous kitchen, you have successfully combined your 3 ingredients to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Congratulations, you can feed yourself. A job well done. Cooking by the book. Follow the recipe. All of that hassle, and it took you less than a minute to eat. The rest of the day lies in front of you. Now we can go. No! I wanna... Oh, I messed it up. I should have waited until... But why can't I still do that and not go to the garden? Congratulations, you've eaten and have a full day ahead of you. What do you want to do next? Oh, I can't go to the garden anymore. Oh, I messed that up. Well, then I will go to the town. I don't want... Look, the East Wing, like, aside from it being forbidden, I don't want to... This house, obviously, is actually dangerous, you know, with, like, moldy wood. I don't want to break my neck of getting splinters or whatever. So, yeah, I will not explore. Because it's too dangerous. There's not much left for you to do here other than head out and explore the town. You do just that. If you'd have known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop. Especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you can wipe the slate between the two of you clean and bury some of the tension. Though maybe our mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. Well, we don't know what the tension is about, so we can't really clean it. Wipe it clean. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. Continue down the path. It's really pretty out here. It is! Oh. Finally, you made it back to town. The holler, as that guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. Yeah. It still has the feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. Oh! Gretchen, come back! Quit bothering strangers! Oh my god. Look at that little face! Why, I do declare, who's this stranger, and why do they smell of peanut butter? Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be. She loves to get loose and cause havoc. Oh, that Gretchen was talking about the face in the peanut butter. Okay, yeah. I was like, oh, that's Gretchen, but no, that's Gretchen, obviously. Okay, sorry. It's nice to meet you, Gretchen. I'm Hula. My oh my, I can't remember the last time I met a newcomer who was so wonderfully polite. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Hula. Oh my god, Gretchen, you're amazing. That's a funny way to introduce yourself. I'm Stella. It's not often I see a strange face up in the holler. Every now and then there's a new crop of coal folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that. Stella! She probably gets that so often, so... You aren't in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? Yes, I am. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Why would I lie? None of your business? No, I can do, yeah. Yep, I just got into town today. Wow, I didn't think there would be anyone else coming. Are you staying with Tabby? How's she holding up? Nickname, so she knows her well. Upon mention of your cousin, Gretchen mutters under her breath. One of these days I'll get that Tabitha to pet me. I haven't seen her since Berlin passed, or for a while before that, now that I think about it. Even though we just met a couple of hours ago, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried about her. Is she always so, you know... I don't know how she's doing and I don't care. Why do you care? She's awful. What? Why do you want to know? She seems alright. No, I'm sorry, did you say Tabby? I can't imagine Tabitha ever going by something so... cute? She did back when I knew her better. It's been a while. I hope she's okay. Is she always so, you know... I'm worried about her too. Yeah, I'm worried about her too. She's always been a little rough around the edges, but I figured she'd probably be having a rough go of things. She and her mom were really close. To think she's been up in that old mansion all by herself. It'll probably be good for her now that you're staying there, even if she doesn't think so herself. How long have you known her? Oh, quite a long time. The town's really small, so everybody's known everybody else as far as back as they can remember. Is that a metal band or a movie? Tim and I got a little close when we were both in the school's production office Midsummer Night's Dream. I was Puck and she was Mustard Seed. Aw. As you might have expected, she was more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up a bit in the end. But then she graduated and that was that. I haven't seen that girl or horrible little cat since I was middle-aged. Oh, Frou-Frou is amazing though. Oh, before it slips my mind, if you're staying up in that spooky old mansion, you must have met the Frou-Frou. How does that monster fare? Oh, that's Gretchen. Oh, sorry. I'm always... I mean, I don't do voices, so for you, it probably doesn't register. But yeah, I tend to... I need to be more observant. Tabitha's cat. Unfortunately, yes, I've met Frou-Frou. Yeah, I've met Frou-Frou. She might think she's so much better than me, but I will get her to let me pet her, even if it's the last thing I do. It sounds like you and Frou-Frou have a history. Why would I ignore Gretchen? Oh, it sounds like... Yeah. Wait, what? Are you messing with me? You can't actually talk to my dog, right? Huh. Lying. Unless you've discovered my dark and terrible secret. I can't talk to animals, and animals can talk to me. Your dog sounds like a southern belle when she talks. No, I will not do that. Because I can't. Yeah, of course, you're joking. You and Stella maintain silent, awkward eye contact. Well, next time you see that devil, please send my regards, and do let her know that not only do I still draw breath, but that I very much still plan to outlive her. Oh, if you just got to town, you must be starving. I was just on my way to the diner for coffee, and they've got amazing biscuits. My treat. Ooh. I'm not really hungry. It was nice meeting you. No. I think I'm just going to wander for a while. No, I totally would. Turn around and leave without saying another word. What the hell? Biscuits your treat? Hell yeah. Awesome, let's go. Yeah, let's get it. Whoop! Wow. What's with him? Look, everyone looks... No, he looks... Are they from the mine? He looks good. Horrible. Very... Yeah, she also looks quite... They look happy. Okay, let's see. Yeah, love the detail of the back hair. The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air. In contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate, the diner is filled with the comforting din of human life. All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. What? Stranger? Where? It's me. Hey everyone, I'm Hula. No. That would not be me. That would not be me. Going, like, even if everyone looks, I wouldn't be like, hi, I'm Hula. What are you looking? No, neither. Quietly slide into the nearest booth. Silently stare at the... No, quietly slide into the nearest booth. That would be my move. Pretending that you didn't notice everyone in the diner gawking at you like they just seen Bigfoot. No need to be so shy. They don't meet many strangers. It's kind of a big deal when someone new wanders into town. I hate that this covers up Gretchen. Especially since, well, they probably all know what you're here for and by extension who you're related to. They look as if they're talking about me. Love this picture. Even if you don't know anybody, it's not easy keeping secrets in a town this size. Hey Stella, I went ahead and fixed you up a coffee. They quietly place a cup of coffee in front of Stella. And here's some bacon for the little lady. Oh, that is too salty. That's not healthy. I hope that's just a once-in-a-week treat. For me? For me? Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. Tip, you can hit the H button on your keyboard to hide the text box at any time. I just mentioned it. I love this. Anything for you? The name's Avery. I'll be taking care of you today. Isn't bacon bad for dogs? You deny me my pleasures? What is and isn't good for a lady's health is none of your business. But dogs love bacon. Can't say no to a face like that. Gretchen's like one of those 110-year-old ladies who has had a daily glass of wine her whole life. So why stop now? Maybe it's been the secret to her longevity. Anyways, don't worry. I always keep an eye on her diet. I gotta go in a sec. Want anything while I'm still here? Yeah, sorry. Oh, I ruined the mood, but I'm always worried about dogs, animals. Stella said she's buying to have one of everything. She wanted to treat me... Look, because she said it's a good biscuit, so order a biscuit and a coffee. Could I have a biscuit and coffee, please? I heard they were really good. Best in the county. Avery pours the fragrant brew into the empty mug in front of you. They linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously. Oh, and I'm sorry for your loss. Before you have the chance to respond, they're gone. Glad you took my advice with the biscuit. You won't regret it. Yeah, I thought so. Because if someone offers it to you, it's the polite thing to do. Unless you're super stuffed. But I don't think we are, because we just ate a PB&J sandwich, but then headed into town. So... Anyways, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week. There's always the reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. That should be right after the funeral too, so it'll be a special occasion. Why would the book smart person say it's a shame the reading adventures for kids? I was excited for something to do at the library. Is the potluck like a church thing? Would it be weird for me to come if I'm not a member? No, the Sunday thing is coincidental. It's actually hosted by the library. Not too many people go to church around here, if I'm being honest. Ugh, look at that face. Isn't this like the rural South? Hell yeah, religion sucks! What? Man, some of these answers are like so out there, so bizarre to me. That's a shame I get that. Isn't this like the rural South? It's gotta be unusual. I know, we must seem like such heathens. But there are plenty of God-fearing folks in town. They just aren't the biggest fans of the local church. Oh! Well, the building's okay, but the pastor's another story. There's just something a little off about the guy, a little creepy. You get what I mean if you ever meet him. And unfortunately, you probably will. Anyway, those are all the big events I can think of. Yeah, at the funeral, we'll probably meet him. As for the day-to-day, any idea how you want to kill time for the rest of the week? You mentioned the library. I'll probably spend most of my week there. How's that selection? Oh, it's great. I spend a lot of time there myself. In fact, I was working in the library most of the morning. I ran into you just as I was leaving. Oh! Oscar does a great job stocking the place. Sorry, I have to. It's the water. I'm getting, you know... Oh, also it's so much reading. I've been reading for like nearly an hour. Oh, God. Once he gets to know you, he'll compile these big lists of books he thinks you'd like, and he's always right. He might as well label the sections by townsperson. For me, it's a bunch of books on cryptids and weird supernatural stuff. He manages to track down some really rare sources. Before Stella can finish, Avery returns biscuit in town. That looks pretty good. Is there nothing else coming for me? Gosh, if I had known that plate of bacon would be my main and only course, I would have waited before digging in. Mr. Biscuit, when he says it's on the house, she sends her condolences. Oh, that's so nice. What do I look like? Oh, man. Chow down. Thanks, it looks great. Pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles at your touch. Buttery warmth emanates from its surface. You take a bite. It melts in your mouth as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. Truly, this is a perfect biscuit. I've heard, but why would I lie about this? This is the best biscuit I've ever had, but that's not saying much. Whoa. This is really good biscuit. Look, why would you do this to me? I mean, this is good in this case, but why do you give it an option and then add something to it? That's so mean. I'm so glad you like it. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. So, has Stella mentioned she's famous? Oh, Avery, I'm not famous. You're the only person I know who's been on the news. If that's not famous, then I don't know what is. Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber. Wait, what? Wow, that's rad. Okay. How does that make you money? You and everyone else. I mean, you know, relatable. What kind of videos do you do? She hunts cryptids. Oh, that's cool. You should really check out her channel, Hula. It's amazing. I think the best video to start with would be that river one. You know, the controversial one. Oh yeah, the Catawba River Runner. I didn't expect much out of the footage at the time, but it really wound up doing numbers. So the River Runner is a cryptid that's only known from a single sighting. 2 Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in the Catawba River, and that's all I had to go on. But then I wound up catching this on camera. Ooh. Stella pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in the river. The size and shape of the creature's body tells you it's likely a predator, and it's definitely not a wolf. You seem to recall that mountain lions used to live up here. Who's to say if there aren't a few left? Some folks said it was a beaver, but if that was the case, it'd be at least twice the size of any beaver I've seen. I also had people saying it was a dog, or even a capybara, that must have escaped from a local wildlife sanctuary. It was a mountain lion. I could smell its stink from miles away. I'm still not sure what it was, and I'm the one who saw... Oh, who said... was Gretchen? God damn it, I forget to look at the name. It's... yeah, also... She's sad because she doesn't have anything to eat anymore. Also, I love the spittle on the plate. I'm still not sure what it was. I'm the one who saw the thing with my own 2 eyes. Let's go with maybe it's a mountain lion. It's definitely got that predator shape and size, and there used to be a population in North Carolina. No, no way. It's absolutely not a mountain lion. There are no mountain lions left this far east. I did a whole video on the Appalachian mountain lion myth and found Jack Squad. And there's no reason one would be swimming in the river like this. They're not fans of water. And the body is too long. No way. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. There's always people keeping those things as exotic pets. Kind of a sewer gator type situation. Yeah, exactly. Some exotic pet owner set it free. And now it will forever roam the cat bar, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commenters for years to come. So, speaking of things to do around town, I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you'd want to come along. Oh. It's a pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. I'm gonna go after the... Wait, no spoilers. I should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends. Anyway, see you around. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after Skunk Ape. But doesn't Skunk Ape live in Florida? Heck yes, Skunk Ape is hilarious. I saw a docu-special on it once. Stinky Bigfoot. Interesting, interesting. Tell me more. Ooh, Stinky. What's Skunk Ape? Isn't that just worse Bigfoot? Let's be some book smart. Oh, you know your stuff, don't you? I knew you'd make a great partner. It mostly lives in Florida, but there have been sightings as far as north as Virginia. While I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from a town over claimed to have seen one on her deck playing tug-of-war with her dog. And as I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. So what do you say, want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against the darkening sky, that sort of thing? That depends. Are you gonna be there, Gretchen? Oh, naturally. I wouldn't want any misfortune to befall my beloved Stella. I must stay by her side, through thick and thin, however old her passions may be. Of course! It's actually been a while since I've had anyone but Gretchen out there with me. Say no more, I'm in. This is gonna be a lot of fun. I actually started the channel with a couple of buddies of mine back in middle school, so it'll kinda be like a blast from the past. I miss those two. Our videos were terrible. No, that gets me thinking. I wonder if they'd be down to come along with us. Get the old gang back together. I guess Kanika has to close out the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure she's a no-go. But Reese, I think there's a decent chance we could get him to come out of his cave if he's up for it. Do you mind if I make a quick call? By the way, can I tell you that I would never... This would be too much for me. Too much socializing. I wouldn't be in this situation. I don't think so. Maybe, probably not. Because that's a lot, right? Stella pulls out her phone and dials it, waiting while it rings. I will stop, by the way, in a second. As soon as the diner scene is over, because it's been over an hour and my voice is like... I don't know what that was. It should be like... Woo! You know. Reese, dude, what's up? Feels like it's been forever. Aw, man, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want me to come by, or... Okay, if you're really sure. But if you change your mind... Oh, I was just calling to ask if you wanted to come out to the woods tonight. I met somebody cool in town today. Tabitha's cousin. I know, yeah, just here for the week. Anyway, we're going out to look for Skunk Ape. We could take the easier trails if that would help. Dang, man, that sounds awful. I hope you take it easy tonight. I'll swing by sometime this week and we can have a more low-key hang. How's that? Ha, yeah, I'll bring them. Talk to you soon. Bye, bud. Reese, there's always been something off about that boy. I never did like the smell of him. Oh, Gretchen, that's you? Okay. Looks like it's just you and me, pal. Did he ask you to bring me to his house? Is he okay? He's not feeling well, that's all. He's had a lot going on in the past, gosh, 10 years or so. But I feel like it's gotten a lot worse recently. I can't remember the last time I saw him leave his house. Oh well, it's not my place to talk about, really. Just got a little excited thinking about having him along again. He's hilarious. You'd love him. We should swing by his place sometime this week. We'll see. I don't know how much I should commit to doing this week. That's fair, but if you find you have the time, he'd love to meet you, and I think you'd get along. But we can talk about making plans later. For now, we've got a skunk ape to hunt. I don't know. I do trust Gretchen a lot. I think she has better instincts than Stella, so I don't know. So we should probably head out if we want to make it up the mountain before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. You pause before getting up. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression. Can't afford to leave a tip? Don't leave a tip. You didn't even spend any money. Leave a generous... Yeah, that's because that is why I should leave a tip. I got everything for free, so leave a generous tip. You reach into your pocket and pull out a crumpled $5 bill. You know it's a bit more than one would expect to get from such a short dining experience, but you might as well share the wealth while you've got it. Yeah, and I think biscuit and coffee for $5 is pretty cheap. You smooth out the bill before placing it on the table inconspicuously. Oh, that's awesome of you. Avery will appreciate that, I'm sure. Stella turns to leave the diner with you following close behind. I know nothing horrible, scary, creepy has happened yet. I'm very sorry about that, but an hour is an hour, and yeah, it's a lot. Because also, this will be very long in editing, because it's just me reading. But yeah, so far I really like it. It's very engaging. It's very good writing, and I like that really just stuff happens, right? You really... First of all, you really do feel like you can very much control what happens, you know, what you can do and what not. That there's a lot of choices. There's a lot of asshole choices. And I guess, you know, there's a lot of stuff where you feel like, yes, you could have explored, you could have gone to the garden, etc. So I know what people mean, and it also is, I think, one of the marketing things they said about this game is that even when you play it through once, you've seen 1/5 of the actual entire game. So it has a lot of replay value in that you can really go in a lot of different ways and a lot of different things can happen. And I enjoy that. I think it's very engaging that there's so many choices and so many things you can say or just don't have to say. I like that there's a lot of times where you can also just not say anything or just play along. Because very often, you know, when you get just character choices and nothing else, very often it's like, I don't agree with any of these. And here it feels like there was always at least one choice that felt like that's what I would do. And that's kind of cool, you know, that's really immersive. And they also, there's already a setup of some creepy things. We have the cryptids, we have this really old dilapidated town and house. Obviously, we have the second scary person in the house. We have the mines. Something will happen in the mines. And we have the Scarlets and their weird history. Like, why did our mother leave, you know? So yeah, I'm really interested in a second. And I guess the next part will probably be a lot more interesting, given that that will probably be the beginning of the creepy stuff. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I hope you like this too, even though we didn't really start anything. I love the animal choices. I think I would have picked something else than Booksmart if I knew that it was mainly being the biggest, most obnoxious nerd in the world. At least for now. I mean, there have been one or two options that were kind of cool, but the rest was really, you know... and I wish, you know, maybe I should have picked, I don't know, Street Smart or Esoteric Mystic probably would have been quite interesting. But yeah, that's how it is. But I'm super happy that I picked Animal Talker because that's so far has been just a win after a win after a win. Yeah, really enjoy it. How did you like it? Would you have explored the East Wing? Also knowing that the house is very frail, but would you have risked just because, you know, you have the house to yourself? Obviously, your cousin is gone. But here's the thing. I mean, the possum told us that there's another person in the house. A scary one. That immediately would let my blood run cold. And I would be like, I don't really want to go anywhere outside of where Tabitha told me to go. Because maybe there is someone else in there she's not telling me about. Or maybe that person, it really is scary. I wouldn't think of ghosts or anything. I really would just, maybe it's a super creepy person. You know, she doesn't want me to know about. Who knows? So I would probably not explore, but I mainly wouldn't explore due to the safety reasons, even if I thought I was alone in the house. Because in that house, do you see the stairs and everything? I would really be scared that I would break through the floors and break my neck. But what would you do? Would you go exploring? Would you be interested enough to go exploring? That's my question for the day. See you next week and have a great day. Bye! This is my self-recorded outro song so I don't get hit with copyright claims. If you subscribe to a lot of fun tutorials, reviews, and let's plays.